Gerald Galgano. Cool beans. GD, what's happening? Odin, Jaffe. Ooh, what are we doing here? Live over here and go live. And that one's ready to go. This one's ready to go. Pressure, good evening. John, good evening to you too. Nobody there yet. Nobody there yet. Nobody here yet. Just getting ready to get started. Simone is in the house. Odin, what's going on? Mirror my camera. There we go. And over that way. And that one's live. That one's live. That one's live. That one's live. That's live. That's live. And here we go. Start streaming. And we're starting to stream also. Okay. That being all said and done, we Pumpkinhead. Stevie! What's Stevie? All right. How are we looking at cameras? Cameras are all okay. This one's a little tilted. There we go. That one's good. Uh-oh. This one needs a little bit more over there. That's much better. That one's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Everybody's good. Oh, that one's crooked. Holy shit, that one's crooked. Okay. Nisha, good evening. Steve Schlack. Schlack? The silver guy's in the house. Cool beans. Anthony, good evening. Raven, good evening. All right, let's get the ball rolling. Good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by The 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. What am I looking for? A simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's 5 little things I'm looking for. That's it. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, I don't think that's much to ask for. Now, I am retired, 61 years old. Everything I have earned in my working life that I have left after my divorce, after the children all bought their own houses, well, actually, only 2 of them bought houses. Mom's taken care of. After everyone's taken care of, I have whatever's left in my little nest egg to earn enough money to live on comfortably. Now, I'm too young for Social Security, so anything I make is directly related to my investing adventures. Let's call it investing adventures. That sounds like a good way of looking at it. Okay, so mainly what I'm looking for are dividend stocks, specifically companies that are consistently profitable, because I'm not in a position, okay, nor do I want to be in the position where I might have to go back to work to earn a living. I don't want to do that. I've been working since 1973. Now, some of you haven't even been alive in 1973, but that was my first job. 1973, Old Man Simmons Farm. We'd work all day long for $5. You imagine that? He'd pick us up at 7:30 in the morning. As soon as the sun got up, Old Man Simmons would come pick us up at 7:30 in the morning, and we wouldn't be done until 6 or 7 o'clock at night. So 12 hours of work for $5. Well, in the 1970s, $5 was a lot of money. Okay, fine. So it worked for us back then. A little different nowadays, but you get the point. Cobra King, on a scale of 1 to 5, how stinky are your feet right now? You know, that's an interesting comment, but okay. But I really couldn't tell you because I have no desire to find out. Alrighty? And I'm not going to ask somebody either. A little disturbing, but you know, hey, different people have different goals in life. Yeah, it ain't happening. Ain't happening, dude. Terribly sorry. All right, I'm not that twisted. I'm twisted, but I ain't that twisted. Anyway, all right, let's keep on going. What size shoe do I wear? Really? Seriously? We're talking about dividend stocks, brother. I'm going to ignore you for the rest of the day. Just no. All right. That being said, let's jump in and see what we're looking at today. All right. Ooh, I want to change that one right there. I want to change that to this one and go there. All right, you guys don't need to see all that stuff. Let's go back to there. Here we go. All right, so it is Wednesday. Okay, the week is more than half over, okay, because there's only 5 days, and we've had 1, 2, and 3. So we had 2 days left until Friday. See, options are going to expire this Friday, and that's the only thing I do. I buy a good quality stock, and I sell a stock option covered call against them. It's kind of like renting a house. You buy a house, and you rent it out every month. Okay, this is the same thing. I buy a stock, and you could call it, see, in other parts of the world, they call it renting out your stocks. Well, basically the same thing. Okay, I'm selling somebody the rights to buy it from me. I'm collecting a cash flow every single week from every single one of my positions. Warrior, I've been itching a lot. Oh my goodness. Some of you guys just what you want to come up. Mimi Love, how are you doing? Glittery Smart, nice. So weirdo with a beard. Okay. Corrigan, good evening. Jay Martinez, Sega, Albert, good evening, good evening, evening. He must want to check FL. Absolutely, James. I'm going to check out FL, Foot Locker. Now, James, I every morning I take a look at all my messages and I see that you left your email and I'm supposed to get you that software code. I haven't forgot. I haven't clicked on it yet because I'm not quite ready to send it out because I don't know, I got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, we'll take a look at Foot Locker first thing this evening. Okay. Kendra, good evening. William Jones, good evening. No problem at all. Thank you. New Jersey's in the house. Mr. Bill, hello. All right, first and foremost, we got our first stock up for the day, which is going to be Foot Locker. Okay. Foot Locker. Interesting. Look at that. The high, the low. Where's the worst? I got to change this. I got to move that around because I can't see all the way over. So let's see if we can move that around. Nope. Let's click on that. Wrong button. Did you like that one? Wrong button. Alrighty, right like that. Come back over to here, and that's what I want to see. All right, that's what I want to see. Okay, so high, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at the motion. Up, down, now it's going back up again, or is it? Look at right here, what's happening right there. We're going to zoom into that in a second. Let's get some of these questions. Hey, James, I got really cool book. I want to tell you it's really important. Oh, Mara, lovely Mara. Okay, Jersey wants to take a look at Mara today. M-A-R-A. We'll take a gander at it. And Foot Locker's first on the list. Foot Locker. It's called The Intelligent Investor. I've heard of that book. I have, believe it or not. My daughter created that name, Weirdo with a Beard. She makes fun of me. Well, that's what daughters do. Okay, my daughter gave me a weird name, and I ain't going to share it. Because once you share a name like that, people, just to aggravate you, will call you by that name just to get a rise out of you. So no, I'm not sharing the name my daughter gave me. Sarah Scott, good evening, good evening. Nice to see you. All right, so Foot Locker. Here's the high right here at 34. The bottom is down here at 11. Okay, that is a 66% drop. 66% drop from the high all the way down to the bottom. Okay, fine. Can it go lower? Okay, Sarah Scott, I'm not ignoring you. Sarah, I want you to understand one thing out of everything. Okay, number one, there's a camera right over there. There's a camera right here that you're on. There's another camera there, another camera there, another camera there, another camera there, and then I have 2 more channels down here. So I have 9 channels altogether that I'm running at this moment in time. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just taking the questions as they pop up. Okay? So, what are you looking for? How can I help? Just whatever stock you want me to take a look at, put it in the chat. I'll take a look at it and see what it looks like. Bitcoin, Tesla, and silver. Billy, no, no, and no. Let me explain, all right? Now, first and foremost, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. I love the idea of cryptocurrency. It's not where it needs to be yet because there's no possible way to get a safe, predictable, consistent weekly cash flow from Bitcoin other than sitting in front of the computer watching charts all day long. No, thank you. Tesla, second no. Tesla doesn't have dividends. The name of the show that you are currently at, that you willingly came here, is Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. Tesla has no dividends. Tesla is a no. Now, silver, almost the exact same as gold. It's basically nothing but a paperweight that gathers dust. You buy it, you sit it on your desk, and all you do is look at it. You cannot create weekly cash flow from a bar of silver or from a bar of gold. So, no, no, no. 3 strikes, you're out. Sorry, Bill. Don't take it wrong. I mean, if you're in that position, great, awesome. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for consistent, safe, weekly cash flow. So if you can explain to me in a manner in which I can invest in any one of those 3 for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week, I'll be more than glad to listen. Okay? But what I'm looking for is a safe income. I'm 61. I'm retired, not wanting to go back to work. I know 3 times 20 is 60. All right, Sarah, thank you. Very educational. Okay, Mara. Bill, it's called The Intelligent Investor. Yep, if you have it on, what do you call it? Book on tape or an audiobook, I'm all for it. You want me to read it? I got so many books I need to read. I'm never going to be able to get to them all. KMB, Kimberly Clark. KMB, PLTR. Why do people like PLTR? It has no dividends. Okay. All right, so we're caught up. Good. All right, so let's take a deeper dive into Foot Locker. Now, just to let you know, I do own some Foot Locker, so I do have some. All right, so a year ago, Foot Locker is at 2087. The high of the year for Foot Locker is 33.16. 33.16. Well, the bottom is right there, 10.89. Well, that's a big jump. Goes from 20 to 34 down to 10. Well, that's a big drop. Okay, so what's happening here? Does it make sense? Well, before we jump on that, let's check out the numbers. Is it going to make sense that it is actually going to be a good deal? Now, we're not going to bother with this week because we got 2 days left. It's very difficult, very, very challenging. Uh-oh. Bill wants to look at YSPY. Bill, I've never heard of that before. YSPY. Sarah, and science is not only discovering, because after you discover something, you have to find out what it is. Okay, thank you, Sarah. Okay, so something's going on over here on YouTube, on the other YouTube. Okay, why somebody keeps blocking these messages because apparently someone's coming up with some weird stuff. Or based off close, it is to be called off. That's over, guy. I'm not quite sure. You had something to say, and I don't know what that means. New Jersey wants to take a look at Macy's. Didn't we look at Macy's yesterday? Not a whole heck of a lot changed between yesterday's Macy's numbers and today's Macy's numbers. All right, so let's keep on going. The last 90 days for Foot Locker, okay, same thing. The high and the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at the motion. Down, up. What's happening here? We had a nice move on, was that Monday or Tuesday? Yeah, Monday. Right. So yesterday and today are both pulling back a little bit on Foot Locker. So let's take a closer look. The last 30 days, yeah, here we are, right here. Here's the high, here's the bottom. She shot up. So she went from 11 to 13. Now, 11 to 13 is a $2 move. Now, a $2 move on an $11 stock, that's a little bit less than 20%. So from the bottom here to the 13 Monday, that's a 20%, 20% increase. So yeah, there was profit taken yesterday and profit taken today. Okay, fine. I don't mind. You can put it on about Mars. I heard the Mars rover has powered down. Okay, which Mars rover? There's like 3 or 4 of them on that planet. Okay, also, are you talking about the United States rover or are you talking about the Chinese rover? Okay, which rover are you talking about that is on the planet Mars? There's more than one. Okay, let's keep on going. Is it better to do one very large dividend trade per week or multiple? Say I had 100 grand trade. All right, so Weirdo with a Beard, I actually have a couple accounts. Hold on, I want to show you. I have 7 accounts, and I share 3 of them publicly. All right, so let's go and move this over to there. Let's open up a new, oh, right there, here we go. Weekly Trades 2025. This is my website, The 10MinuteTrader. Now, if you're looking closely, Weirdo, okay, account 1 is 151. Account 2, 143. Account 3, 114. Okay, so slide down a little bit. Okay, so this week here, I had 6 positions. U.S. Steel, Riley, Harley-Davidson, Alcoa, Macy's, Kohl's. Okay, so 6 positions. So I have $114,000 spread out through 6 different positions. So what is that, $17,000, $18,000 a piece? Okay, you never, ever, ever want to. This is a lesson I learned the hard way. Now, when I say I learned it the hard way, back in the early 2000s, I put all of my, I guess, listen to this. This is funny. I put all of my borrowed money, because I took a mortgage out of my house, took all of my borrowed money and put it on RNWK, right? Real Networks. It was the first company to come out with video online. Now, this thing jumped up 30 points in 2 days. No news whatsoever. I looked through the news. No news anywhere. So here we are on a Friday, and I'm thinking this thing jumped 30 points with no news at all. First thing Monday morning, there's going to be profit taken. I'm going to put all my eggs into this basket. Guess what happened? Yeah, then following week, it jumped up. I think it was like 45 points. No news, 45 points. I lost $91,000 in like 3 or 4 days. Okay, as far as I know. Now, if anybody else has encountered this, please let me know. Okay, at that point in time, I got a phone call from my broker. Now, usually, brokers call and they confirm things. Hey, Mr. Gardino, can you confirm your account? Can you give me a social security number, your birth date, blah, 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 this, that, and the other thing? Nope, not this time, okay? So apparently, my broker called me and said, hello, Mr. Gardino? Yes. You're done. We're liquidating your assets to cover your position. I said, holy shit. So yeah, separate your money. Never put everything all in one place. It was a very expensive, very I can't even describe how uncomfortable that was. That whole week I slept on the couch. The wife wouldn't talk to me for 2 days because she said point blank, don't put all the money on one trade. I did it anyway. Okay? So, don't do one big trade. As good as it may come out, there's always, always, always the opportunity that it doesn't come out. And you could get a phone call like I did. Hello, Weirdo with a Beard. You're done. We're liquidating your positions to cover your losses. You could get that phone call. I hope you don't. But, you know, it is what it is. All right. Okay, Sarah, you're the only one watching me on that channel. Okay, now I got 9 other channels, so yeah, you're the only one there. Bill Chevrolet Vano. Bill, how you doing over there? Nice to see you. All right, so that being said, strategy, huh? That's funny. Mars, the Earth is flat and stationary. Okay. All right, Sarah, it's getting a little disturbing. Some things keep to yourself. I hope not. Yeah, Weirdo, I hope nobody ever gets that conversation. But it could happen. So always keep that in the back of your mind. Always be wary of what could happen. Okay? Odds and probabilities are great when you stack them in your favor, but there's always that possibility that you could be wrong and it could go the other way. All right? Always that possibility. Okay, Bill, FKRCX. Bill, I've never heard of that. I'm losing over $1,000 on plug power today. Marcus, I have no idea what plug power is. Now, sometimes, Marcus, okay, don't feel bad about this. Okay, I never put money into something I never heard of. I've never heard of plug power. Okay, give me this ticker symbol. We'll throw it up. We'll take a look at it. Now, also, Marcus, I'm looking specifically. Gail, good evening. I'm looking specifically at companies that are consistently profitable and share their profits. Plug, P-L-U-G. All right, Marcus, let's take a quick gander at it. Oh, by the way, Foot Locker, not a great time to jump in. Look, we got the highs up here, drops down here, shoots up. Now we got a pullback. So we're going to put Foot Locker on the list for what, a week, 2 weeks? I think about 2 weeks before this thing pulls back down, turns around again. That's where I want to jump in. So I'm going to put Foot Locker 2 weeks from today. Foot Locker. All right. So, Marcus, do I like Coca-Cola? Yes and no. I like Coca-Cola because they've been in business for over 100 years. Okay, they pay dividends and they consistently increase their profits. Well, that's great. But do the numbers work out? Now, we'll take a look at Coca-Cola in a little bit, and I'll show you what I mean. Don't get me wrong. I love Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Snapple. Snapple's coming right up there, too. But which one is a better place to park your money for however long you're going to park it there? So let's take a look at it. All right. So, okay. What if the Earth was flat and when the meteor hit the Earth, all the dinosaurs dissolved in space? That's interesting. Interesting. Bill, hope you got some questions over here. What are we looking at? Oh, we're looking at Plug. And why is it you're losing money on Plug? Well, that's why right there, dude. This thing, there's no possible way on God's green earth that this thing has 20 years of consistent profits. Now, you may like it. Great. Awesome. It's at 87 cents. What the hell are you thinking? Look at the covered call thingy. 0.00000. Yeah, no. Hell no. Hold on. Let's dive in a little bit deeper. Now, I tell anyone, if you're going to be investing, you might as well have access to a financial website. Okay? So here we go. Plug. Let's put in, let's plug in. All right. P-L-U-G. So we're going to go to Yahoo Finance, and we're going to look at some of these numbers for this Plug thing. Now, I feel bad for you, Marcus, that you're losing money on it. However, don't take this the wrong way. It's your own damn fault. Okay, you're investing in a company that's not, and it doesn't even have any dividends. Okay, no dividends, dude. Okay, the company has no dividends. Okay, they're sinking like a rock. Okay, I don't even want to bother looking at it because I only like, me personally, I only like companies that have been around for a while. Okay, are they consistently profitable? Now, Plug, sorry, dude, but look at it. Okay, the 52-week range, $5 to 76 cents. Well, that's a huge freaking difference. The 76 is the low. 76 cents is the low of the year. $4.90 is the high of the year. That's a big spread, especially for a company that doesn't pay dividends. And who the hell knows? There's 69 million shares traded today. Average volume 69. 160 million shares traded today. What the heck is their profits on this thing? All right, here we go. Statistics. Let's go take a look at the statistics for this Plug thing. EPD. What the heck is EPD? EPD and then Zim. Okay, Steve, I don't like Zim. Okay, but I'll take a look at it for you and I'll tell you why I don't like it as soon as we take a look. So here's the statistics for Plug. All right. Here's a big issue I have with Plug. Revenue per share. 80 cents a share, dude. 80 cents a share. Okay, book value, $1.90. Okay, I can get behind the book value part. But the earnings per share, that's horrible. Maybe they own a lot of stuff. I don't know. Pull up UPXI. Billy, I can tell you right now, UPXI is going to be a no. But I'll look for it. I'll look it up and tell you why I say no. Plug is a no for me because I don't like that one because I hate the stock. Okay, Bill, I appreciate you giving your input on Plug. Now, I don't necessarily hate it. It's just not even something I'd worth my time. Not even worth my time to look at it. Well, I just wasted a bunch of time looking at it, confirming the fact that it's definitely a no. And definitely, what the hell were you thinking? Seriously, Marcus, what are you thinking? Did you even look at the numbers before you put your money into Plug? Or did somebody say, hey, Marcus, this is a great deal on this company called Plug. It could shoot up to the moon. You can make a shitload of money. Is that what they said to you? Because that's how most people buy stocks. A tip from someone, oh, I just made a lot of money on this. You should buy some too. Well, no, you shouldn't buy some. Sorry, no, I can't say that. Okay, I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to tell someone what you can and cannot do. If you want to buy it, fine, buy it. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't even buy it with your money. All right, here we go. Holy cow. I passed the test in 3rd grade and I'm going in the 4th grade. I'm so happy. Oh, Sarah. And you got an F on your report card, Sarah. Well, you shouldn't be, watching weirdos online. You should be studying because your future is ahead of you. And you may think it's not a good idea to study and do good in school, but as you get older, you're going to think to yourself, I probably should have studied better in school. Just a thought. All righty, Marcus, thanks for the information. Morha, Kava is one I like, but I don't think they are profitable. Oh my God, did you really just say that? Kava is one I like, but I don't think they are profitable. Well, then why the hell are you looking at it? If it's not profitable, why the hell would you put your money into it? Holy cow. All right, hold on. Yeah, I get that. All right. Next one on the list. All right, so Plug. Can't even believe we looked at Plug. Well, yeah, I can believe it because, that's why I'm here. You guys give me stuff to take a look at. I'll take a look at it. Not that I'm going to agree with you. Wait a second. Let's go pull up Kava. C-A-V-A. C-A-V-A-T-I-O-N. In the summertime. Okay, so here we are. Karma Group, $92. Okay. Return on equity. Revenue. Are you shitting me? This thing is $92. Okay? Morha. Okay? $93.83. Okay? Revenue per share, $8.43. Why the hell are you buying it at revenue, $8.43, and it's $93 a share? Look at the book value, $6 a share. What the hell are you thinking, dude? Seriously. Okay? And no dividends. Hold that thought. I'm going to show you something. Just, think about it. It's not a suggestion. It's not a recommendation. I want to show you something that you might say, oh, so that's what I'm supposed to be looking at. Okay. Stock price on this bad boy, $45. Okay? Stock price, $45. See that? Where is it? Revenue per share. Stock price, $45. Revenue per share, $175 per share revenue. That means for every share they have outstanding, they have $175 cash flow coming in from it. All right, hold on. What's the book value? Well, the stock price is $45. $45.21 is the stock price. The book value, which means if we sold everything this company owned, you would get $65 a share. So the book value is more than the stock price. And they do have dividends, which means they're sharing their profits. They have great revenue per share as opposed to that piece of crap you just showed us. And the book value is, what is that, 150% more than the stock price? That makes sense to me. And the company's over 100 years old. So why the hell do you invest your money in something you really don't understand? Check the numbers. The numbers don't lie. What is the revenue coming in? What is their book value? What are their profits? Do they increase their dividends? Now, a dividend is some of the profits the company gives back to the investors. June's in the house. Hey, June, how are you tonight? Mary June. Okay, more. It's new, but will be a CMG competition. I try not to figure out why people do what they do. James, I'm getting reliable information from you because I trust you a lot and you're a nice person. Oh, thank you, Bill. Can we take a look at TQQ? Oh, shit, man. You say one thing nice. You did, because that was nice. Thank you. Now you want me to look at a piece of crap, TQQQQ? Oh, my God. Hold that thought. What do we have over there? Bum, 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 bum. All right, Billy wants to look at UPXI. That's going to be a no, Billy. What's your take on ticker CEP? Uh-oh, CEP. What the heck is CEP? It's a bad thing if I say, what the heck is that? Because I've never heard of it. Sarah Scott, good evening. It was nice chatting with you. Hope you have fun in the 4th grade. I don't know what you're doing here, honey. Okay, 4th grade, you're watching weirdos like me. Never trust somebody online that you don't know or you haven't talked to. That's why I always tell everybody, you want to chat? Fine, send me a number. I'll give you a call. I will, seriously. Send me a number. I'll give you a call. VIP gold-free signals. Interesting. Forex account management join now Telegram. Yeah, I'm going to say no to that one. And I'm going to do one of these thingies right here. Only because I just don't do that kind of crap. KG, good evening. KG wants to look at PSX. Isn't that Phillips 66? PSX. We'll take a look at that. All right. Quincy Lorraine. Good evening, Quincy Lorraine. Oh, New Jersey wants to look at STZ. What the heck is STZ, Jersey? Never a good sign if I got to say that. All right, so Bill, I take it you want me to pick on you now because you want TQQQQQQQQQ. TQQQ. All righty, here we go, Mr. Bill. You ready? Come on. Let's go. I got a brand new modem and a brand new slow. Still slow. All right, got more questions here. All right, so here we go. You ready, Bill? TQQQ. Okay, Pro Ultra. Okay, Pro shares Ultra Pro TQQQ. Okay, 5488. 5488. All right, so let's take a look at the numbers. The yield. Take a look at that yield. 1.72. Bill, what the hell are you thinking investing your money at a 1.72 interest? 1.72. Look at the year-to-date total return. -30. Bill, what the hell are you thinking? Do you even check these numbers before you buy stuff? Okay, hold on. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this one doesn't have book value and all that kind of weird stuff. Okay, well, historical data. Let's see what the dividends look like. Because